Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on the PTR for patch 6.1. Now, a couple of days ago, I did an Az Chats video where I discussed all the content which is actually going into patch 6.1. And one of the things that I actually kind of joked about was the fact that Blizzard were looking to turn the collection of heirloom items into content. And that's absolutely true, because if you were to collect 35 heirlooms in patch 6.1, you would actually get yourself a mount. And here is the achievement. It's the Heirloom Hoarder achievement. So there you go, collect 35 heirlooms. Reward Heirloom Mount. So what exactly is the Heirloom Mount? Well, let's have a look. It's on my hotbar here. It is the Chauffeured chopper. So if you're a member of the Alliance, you get the chopper, and it's actually got a chauffeur on it. So you have the driver's seat, that is the actual chauffeur, and then you yourself are in the passenger seat. If you're a member of the Horde, you'll just get the Horde equivalent of the chopper. Now then, if you already have the chopper, you'll notice something very similar about this. This is the exact same model. There have been no modifications to it as far as I'm aware. And the chauffeur itself, when I heard about this, I was rather excited about, because I thought, oh, awesome. You can just sit back and relax, and how does the actual chauffeur work? Does it just, like, stick to the roads, and then you can veer off if you need to veer off, take control yourself? But no, you have to control the mount fully yourself. It's just simply window dressing. So you drive it around however you want to drive it around, as you would a normal mount, jumping around, bouncing around, driving into water, whatever you need to do to make your day feel better. But yes, apart from that, there's nothing actually different about the mount whatsoever. And I'm a mount whore. So as far as I'm aware, this is just a +1 that's going to go into the mount column as I try and make my way towards the Fellfire Hawk. Otherwise, there's nothing particularly different about it. But, of course, the chopper itself is a mount which sells for a decent amount of gold on the auction house, round about 15k or so. And this is the one where you yourself will actually drive it, and then if another player who's in your party or raid wants to jump onto your mount, they would go into the passenger seat. So if you can't afford 15,000 gold, you can pretty much do this for free. So how do you go about getting the 35 heirloom items? Well, there's a couple of methods with which to do so. You can either go off to the Dark Moon Fair when it's active. There will be a vendor there, and you can trade in tickets between 50 to 75 of them per item, which of course is going to involve a lot of grinding. The actual upgrades for the heirloom themselves will cost more, but they don't count towards the achievement. Or you can go to a major city like Ironforge, for example. There's an heirloom vendor there, and they range gold-wise, if you don't want to do all the grinding for the tickets, between 500 and 750 gold, with the upgrades going all the way up to around about 5,000 gold. But again, they don't count towards the actual achievement itself. It's just the physical heirloom item. So you could get this for a really cheap amount of money, if not free. But I'm just slightly worried that once you've got it, maybe there's no real need to go for the chopper. Ergo, it's going to possibly destroy, fiscally, some people, some engineers' revenue stream, because people are no longer desperate to get their hands on the chopper for around about 15k. No, they've just gone and got the bargain basement version with the chauffeur on it for next to nothing. Maybe you're 4 short and you spend 2,000 gold on 4 heirloom items to get it across. So will this become my main mount? No, it's like I said, it's going to be a +1 mount for me, and I'm normally really super excited about this sort of thing, but to me, again, it's just a +1 that's going to help me towards the next mount achievement. Other than that, I actually have the chopper itself, so it doesn't do too much for me. So it's going to be very interesting to see your point of view from the fact that if you have the chopper, Does this look really cool to you? Do you just like the idea of a pretend chauffeur driving you around the place? Does that float your boat? Or if you don't have the chopper, is this really exciting to see this? Because not only are you getting chauffeur driven, of course, but you're going to get the chopper as well as part of the deal, or whatever. I don't know, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings down in the comments section below. And I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch. Those links are in the description below, and I'll be back with more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye-bye.